Good morning, School of Light. We are in Job chapter 20. Keep in mind that Job is probably the oldest book in the Bible. And he is talking about his Redeemer coming upon the earth. And Job, after Job has passed and his physical body has, what's a good word, been corrupted, that he will see him again. So we are School of Light, a ministry or a Bible study ministry through the correspondence or through the mail. You request it, it's free. You complete your first, or you complete any of the series that we send you a certificate of completion, and they're in multiple languages, doctrinally sound. So let's hop right to this. Chapter 20. Then Zophar the Naamathite replied, "My troubled thoughts prompt me to answer, because I am greatly disturbed. I hear a rebuke that dishonors me, and my understanding inspires me to reply. Surely you know how it has been from of old, ever since man was placed on the earth, that the mirth of the wicked is brief. mirth of the wicked. I'm not sure what that even means. The joy of the godless lasts but a moment. Though his pride reaches to the heavens, and his head touches the clouds, he will perish forever like his own dung. Those who have seen him will say, 'Where is he?' Like a dream he flies away, no more to be found, banished like a vision of the night. The eye that saw him will not see him again. His place will look on him no more. His children must make amends to the poor. His own hands must give back his wealth. The youthful vigor that fills his bones will lie with him in the dust. Though evil is sweet in his mouth, and he hides it under his tongue, though he cannot bear to let it go and keep it in his mouth, yet his food will turn sour in his stomach. It will become the venom of serpents within him. He will spit out the riches he swallowed. God will make his stomach vomit them up. He will suck the poison of serpents. The fangs of an adder will kill him. He will not enjoy the streams, the rivers flowing with honey and cream. What he toiled for he must give back uneaten. He will not enjoy the profit of his trading, for he has oppressed the poor and left them destitute. He has seized houses he did not build. Surely he will have no respite from his craving. He cannot save himself by his treasure. Nothing is left for him to devour. His prosperity will not endure. In the midst of his plenty, distress will overtake him. The full force of misery will come upon him. When he has filled his belly, God will vent his burning anger against him and rain down his blows upon him. Though he flees from an iron weapon, a bronze-tipped arrow pierces him. He pulls it out of his back, the gleaming point out of his liver. Terrors will come over him. Total darkness lies in wait for his treasures. A fire unfanned will consume him and devour what is left in his tent. The heavens will expose his guilt. The earth will rise up against him. A flood will carry off his house, rushing waters in the day of God's wrath. Such is the fate God allots the wicked, the heritage appointed for them by God." So I mean, it takes a lot to write that, I imagine, if you were to write what you've seen happen to the wicked. But let's just go over some of the things that jump out here real quick. Surely you know how it has been from old, ever since man was placed on the earth, that the mirth of the wicked is brief. The joy of the godless lasts but a moment. The mirth of the wicked. I want to know what that means. Like a dream, he flies away and is no more to be found. The eye that saw him will not see him again. So he's basically saying, the wicked guy, they're here. Excuse me. Ooh. And They're no longer here. So when they were being wicked on the earth, alive, they thought they were something else. But God ends up making them spit out the riches that they swallow, make his stomach vomit them up. He will suck the poison of serpents, the fangs of an adder will kill him. He will not endure or enjoy the streams, the rivers flowing with honey and milk. Contrary to the man that is blessed. Who is that blessed man? Well, look at Psalms 1. Blessed is he who does not walk in the way of the wicked, stand in the way of sinners, or sits in the seat of mockers, but his delight is in the law of the Lord. And on God's law he meditates day and night. He is like a tree planted by streams, planted by rivers, planted by streams. He's like a tree planted by streams and rivers. Goodness gracious, why am I forgetting that? Let's just hop right to Psalms chapter 1. Psalm 1. There we go. Yes, he is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaves do not wither. Whatever he does prospers. So that's the huge difference between those who follow, love God, and those who, like in the book of Job, are against God, rebel against God. Where you at, Job? Oh, we're way past Chronicles. There we go. So Job is actually right before Psalms, it appears. Cool. And we'll go into one or a few more examples. What he told for, he must give back uneaten. He will not enjoy the profit of his trading. For he has oppressed the poor and left the destitute. He will not have any respite from his cravings. He cannot save himself by his treasure. Nothing is left for him to devour. His prosperity will not endure. So there's a lot of stuff when you're, a lot of bad stuff. Which kind of makes me feel good, because if there's going to be these wicked people doing things to harm innocent people, and many times they don't get the retribution or the law or the correction they need here, it makes me feel good to see that somehow, some way, they're getting their reward, their payment. It's not a good one, but they didn't plant good seed. So, I love you. God bless. If you want Bible studies, let me know. We got them. We'll send them.